Hey everybody, and welcome to King of Shadows 1111. This is Queen of Light 1111 here with your energy check-in. So what we're doing, what I just did for Divine Feminine on the Queen of Light 1111 channel was what are the energies as Divine Feminine heads into this new moon in Gemini. Gemini is the sign of the twins. It is the energy of the Lover's card in tarot. And so we're heading into this powerful new moon in Gemini. And so what I wanted to look into was how this new moon will impact masculine. So what is his most significant energy as he heads into this new moon as related to Divine Feminine? And now, in honor of the new moon in Gemini, I have a special that I'm running. So my 30-minute twin flame reading is 10% off only through Monday, May 30th. So if you're interested in booking your own personal reading where we can look at your own personal connection with your counterpart, then go to queenoflight1111.com. And if you guys want to purchase these decks here that I use, I always get a lot of questions about them. The link is in my description box, okay? So if you want to purchase those, you can go into the description box of each of my videos and you will see the link. It's called the Intuit Oracle and the Zodiac 108, okay? So again, to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com. And my sale on that one reading, the Twin Flame Energy Check-In 30-minute reading, is only on sale through Monday the 30th. Let's start with the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck for Divine Masculine is the Healer of the Ages. Now, if you've already heard the Divine Feminine reading, I've already gone over this, but I will do it again. So this is the Healer of the Ages. So this is all about health and vitality. This is all about Divine Masculine wanting to remove any blocks or bring any sort of resolution to physical, mental, emotional illnesses or blocks, okay? Anywhere that he has been stuck or stagnant, it's time for him to heal. It's time for him to come into his strength and revitalize himself. So what does this have to do with for Divine Masculine? Well, it has to do with him finally having some sort of clarity. Ace of Swords. So it's time. It's time for Divine Masculine to have a breakthrough. It's time for Divine Masculine to have some sort of victory in where he has been stagnant. It is time for him to heal. What is he healing? He is healing the energy of this constant conflict, chaos, defeat, and mind games. It's time for him to finally have a breakthrough. Look at all these swords. Ace of Swords, Four of Swords, Five of Swords. So what does he need to heal? He needs to heal his thoughts. He needs to heal his mind. He needs to heal his ego. And the thing is, it's still uncertain. The outcome is still being determined. Okay, it's still uncertain whether or not he's going to get his thoughts together, right? And master his thoughts and communicate. So he's focused on the healing. He's focused on having this success in this healing of his conflict and defeat. But there is some uncertainty. There's absolutely uncertainty. I'm going to keep it super real. It's uncertain if he's going to do it. And this is exactly why the Divine Feminine's reading channel came out as it did. Okay? The channeled messages came out as it did. So let's go ahead and get started with Divine Masculine. So what is his most significant energy and theme as he heads into the new moon? Well, look at this. New moon eclipse. So there is an energy. There is an energy of things being eclipsed out. Okay? There is an energy of powerful change that is going to come up as part of this cycle for Divine Masculine. So when the new moon eclipse comes out, it's very much the energy of change, obviously. It's an energy of beginnings. It's an energy of powerful energies that are also at work. But guess what? When an eclipse comes in, it's powerful. It is like jarring. It could be uncomfortable, but it's always going to lead him somewhere better than where he was. So whatever is happening in his situation right now, in his energy towards his feminine, his energy towards karmics, there is change that is going to occur. Okay, it's an energy where he has been stunted and stagnant towards his life purpose, and it is time for things to change. It is time for things to be eclipsed out. It's time for him to no longer be guided by his ego, but turn to the divine, turn to his higher self, turn to spirit. Okay, so what does this have to do with, you can't make this up, the temple path? So when the temple path comes out in the reading, this has everything to do with spiritual purpose. It has everything to do with his soul purpose. Okay, it has everything to do with the support from his ancestors, from his spirit team. This is all about his spiritual destiny. So there is going to be massive, massive change in his soul purpose. Okay, so when this card comes out, he was on, a path where he, is learning lessons. He's growing. Okay, he's expanding. And so there is this energy of his spirit guides and ancestors and his feminine and karmics and third-party situations and jobs and family members that have all been part of this soul purpose and his support. But it's time for him to stand his ground. It's time for divine justice and karma and karmic situations to crumble so that he can be free to move forward towards his emotional mastery. You can't make this up. King of Cups and the Chariot. So what I'm really getting for divine masculine is that he is going to be eclipsing out, changing, banishing some different energies. Okay, and it relates to feminine too. It relates to his spiritual journey, and his feminine is part of his spiritual journey. She's part of his support system, but so are karmics and third parties. It's time for him to stand his ground. It's time for him to get ready to go into battle, protect his victories, and it's time for karmic situations to crumble, for him to rise high, for him to ascend and move forward in emotional mastery. So I did ask, because I did feel that with this Justice and Tower, like things are going to crumble. I did ask, what is going to occur as related to his energy towards third party or karmic situations? It could be a person, it could be a job, it could be a family member, it could be a romantic relationship, it could be any of those things. So this is a collective reading, so take this as it may apply. And frankly, not everything may apply all the time, right? So if it doesn't, leave it. You don't have to take it in. So what we have for the bottom of the deck for his energy towards karmics or third parties, there is a healing that is occurring. There is a healing of sadness, of betrayal. There is a healing of this union and partnership with this karmic or third party who is the Queen of Wands or the Queen of Fire. Okay, so I really, really feel that there is an energy of retreat. There's an energy of taking a break to heal from this connection with this third party and karmic. I feel like things have crumbled in that connection, or are crumbling. And so he is really taking a step back to heal this pain from the crumbling of this connection with this third party or karmic. Okay. So now, what's happening? A new start is coming. So there is a new cycle. Look, new moon, new moon. So there's a new start coming, right? So I was like, okay, this is interesting. So there's a new start coming with the karmic and the third party. Well, the new start is abundant. The new start is something long-term. I said, okay. And he's going to move forward. Chariot card. Where do we get the Chariot card? With divine feminine. Because guess what? He's moving towards his intuition. He's moving towards his spiritual purpose. He's leaning towards his wisdom, towards his honesty, towards his subconscious mind. Where do we see that? Right here with Divine Feminine. And he's moving towards her, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so I was like, I'm not really sure if it's the Divine Feminine. It felt like it to me, so I plussed out with another deck. Guess what I got from the bottom of the deck? Twin Flame. So already that told me, but these are the cards that flew out to clarify. Okay, so he's healing. It really feels like the bottom of the deck is that connection he's retreated from, he's healing from. So that connection is healed. So now what's going on with that karmic situation? He's retreated from it. So now a powerful start can begin where he can start making, headway into his connection with feminine. So the first card that we're getting as related to this Queen of Pentacles and where he's moving, he's going within. Hermit card. He's going within to change, to move towards his devoted partner as the King of Cups, the Chariot. Where do we get this? With Divine Feminine. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. So here's the thing. As related to the feminine, he needs to come out of energies. He is coming out of energies. He's standing his ground. He's freeing himself so he can move forward towards his feminine. And it looks like he has already done that or is doing that, or it's like the last leg in that connection, because a new start is coming once this eclipse is over. And that movement is towards his intuition and towards his twin flame. So if you're a feminine that just finished watching my Queen of Light video, I want you to continue to focus on the energies that I've channeled for you, because it is that energy and that empowerment and that personal power that is creating this shift in the connection with you and your masculine. So stay on track. Continue to move towards your destiny. Let him catch up or let him not catch up, okay? Because it's still uncertain. It's still uncertain if he's going to close it out. That's why I feel like I didn't get quite a definitive. I do know that the connection will move towards feminine, that this connection will cycle out. But you know what? There's always that thing called, what's it called? Free will. So you continue to move forward on your journey. Let masculine move forward on his. And if your destinies meet again, if your paths meet again and it's destined, then it'll happen. Let go and let God. Okay? Don't forget, if you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com. Have a great day. Bye.